Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. What do we have today? We're in Roblox. And so this is just kind of an intro video to the next series that's coming up here. I got a bunch of Roblox work going on, but this is one of the projects. So what I've done here is I've just designed a really simple combat system. Ignore this is just, eventually you'll get stats and stuff like that. But anyway, so we have our weapon, which is nothing, it's just a couple of blocks put together, okay? And you can load it and it makes a sound, and then you can shoot. You can shoot at a window, yeah, there we go. And then we have this, whoa, oh no. So I touched this block and now he's chasing me. And then when you shoot him, he disappears. So at the same time, if you get shot, so for example, this object is named the same as the bullet. There, see, it'll do damage. So when you get shot at, that's the kind of damage you do. So it's not meant to be like, it's not super accurate, obviously. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there, you can barely see the projectile. I wonder why it's not, So what I found is that we're going to go through this. We're going to build it. We're going to add the sounds. We're going to make it work. What I found is that the velocity I have to kind of turn down a little bit. That's why it's totally customizable. You can adapt this to anything. It doesn't require a whole lot of work. It doesn't require a whole lot of much of anything. It's just a basic, really basic combat system. Oh, because I pressed there we go. The velocity is too high on the projectile. Where's it going here? Yeah, you see it's shooting, but it's not breaking the window. There we go. You just have to be point blank range, basically. Right, that's it's not meant to be anything like super. Oh, look, it bounced back and it hit. Yeah, it did damage. It's not meant to be anything super duper. But okay, under the right settings, you know, something like this could be really fun. Yeah. So again, it could even be this. It's the size of the projectile. We could make it just a little bit bigger. But then we'll have to remember, if we increase the size, we then need to also increase the velocity. Otherwise, it's not going to go as far. Yeah. So the gun, there's a hitbox on it. There we go, yeah. Let's see if we can do first person now. There we go, see? Could make it neon as well, so you can see where it goes. There we go. Oh. Bouncing around. So then the sentry only chases you when you activate the block. Interesting. What's going on? No ammo. Now, if you touch the sentry, you'll die. I'm just getting it, you know, There we go. Reset. Aha. Oh, he got me, he got me. There we go. If you shoot him, it'll it disappears. Nice. And then so what I need to do is I just need to design a script now that when it checks the workplace for this shop worker, and if it's not there, then what it'll do is it'll spawn it, server storage. I can even just put that in a folder, NPC, something like that. And then in the server script servers, we can just insert an object script. Yeah. So and then. So that's it. That's basically the combat system. That was just kind of an overview video. I just wanted to throw it up here because, like I say, I have some other work that needs to be done. And yeah. So let's see. Let's test this. Let's see. Local AI equals game dot workspace. Find first child, and we are looking for we could change this to NPCs, workspace dot NPC, then we can say find first child shop worker. There we go. And we can say if AI then no, we want to say if AI is equal to nil, then yeah, sure, there we go. And then we can say else we could say print bot in workspace. Okay, perfect. We can just see if that's going to work. There we go, bot in workspace. Cool. So then if we shoot the bot, oh, huh? Uh-oh, some scripts broke. Hold on. Shop worker. Oh, NPC. There we go. I shot him. So now what we need to say is we need to put this in a while loop, and we need to say, well, true do. And what it can do is it can scan the workspace every 10 seconds. And it will go. It should go through that loop every 10 seconds. We should get a print. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, there we go. Bought the workspace. Oh yeah, I eliminated him. And now the next time it comes through, it should say bot not found. Okay, there we go. So now it says bot not found. So what we can then do. This is the combat system, right? I'm still developing it. Again, this is just like the overview video. I just thought, you know what, let's do a little bit of coding in here. Well, this is the projectile itself. We'll be going over that. Yeah, so getting chased by the NPC, he spawns, and then what will happen is that we will I guess we could just clone. We could just say bot equals game dot server storage. It says use get service. that anyways, just in case I change it, but whatever. Server storage, .mpc, .shop. So we can say bot clone. And then I wonder if we have to give its position here. I'll have to check. Let's see. Let's hit file. I wonder what file I have, which is going to help me do this. Yeah, probably this one here. Did the helicopter forest fires. This is pretty much the same thing. Was there trees that spawn? No, not this one here. It could be this one actually. Yeah. Was it there? Was this one the front? Maybe this one only did the front. Oh boy. This is what happens when you've been developing for a while. I wonder which. I'm just trying to figure out which one will. It says the chainsaw, but I don't know if that has it either. I just want to get the spawn code. That's all, to make sure that the object moves. Make sure I have it down pat here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. that's not good. The respawn script is empty. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to open up a game here. Right, I'm just looking for some spawn code, that's all. We can take it from this one here. Yeah, so with this combat system, as you saw, you can change the size of the projectile. You can change its velocity. You can change how it flies. You know, so it can move up and down, up, left, and right, that sort of stuff, just to make it seem like it has kind of a path. And then what we'll do is we'll get into like rockets and stuff, how to sort of, you know, project that kind of an object with velocity. Right, this is simply spawning an object and giving it magnitude in a certain direction. That's all we're doing here with this. That's it. Right? And so it'll go for a certain amount of time and then it falls to the ground. So obviously the higher the magnitude, the longer the object is going to fly before it touches the ground, right? But it just fires straight. It just fires straight. That's it. You know, you can turn a little bit. It's really simple and really basic. So what we want from here is we want the What do we want here? We want loader spawns? No. I guess it doesn't really matter. We just need to give it an XYZ position, I guess. So let's see. Let's take that. And let's do that, and we'll just modify it on the fly. And then that'll pretty much do it. That'll pretty much do it. Oh, then I will go through the introduction. So we're going to make the weapon, we're going to make the projectile, we're going to give it the properties that it needs, and then from there we're going to develop things on the map. An object that we want to change the properties of, in this case, a window, you shoot it, and then the window goes transparent, and you can walk through it, you know, or you shoot at the zombie, whatever it can be, and it disappears. But in this case, we want it to come back, right? After a certain amount of time, we want it to come back. So, what we need to do is, we know where the bot is. We can get rid of these remote events. We don't need those. And we don't need that. What we basically need is, we don't need this either, because we're going to change this to bot. And then X, Y, and Z position can be that right there. X can be game.workspace.npc .b .position .x, and then we just need to do that for X, Y, and Z. Position Y, position Z, and then we need to change this to bot, and then we can give it a name. It needs to be named shop worker. Doesn't have to be, it could be named whatever. Let's see if we can do that. Workspace, we don't need make joints. We only need that if it's a vehicle. And do we need that? No. So we'll say Y plus 10, and then that way it should just drop right in there. Because see, it's right on the ground, so it's going to take that Y position, and then the NPC might spawn into the ground, which is something we don't want. Oh yeah, there we go. Another shop worker. Now, I don't know. A is not a valid member of. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright, now it's just going to spawn every... Oh, I wonder if it gets rid of the... Right, so it's got to run to there. Oh no, it oofed me. Oh. A is not a valid member. Oh, because it spawns there, it doesn't spawn into the folder. Right, okay, so now we want to get it to spawn into the folder. Game.workspace.npc. There we go. Now it should scan. And then I'll just have to figure out the latency here, right? Why the NPC, you know, how to get it any smoother if I can. No! Oh, see, it's hard because you can't aim. So you gotta, like, you only get 10 shots. There we go. Shop worker is not a valid member of... Alright, well, that seemed to work. This was in the door. The door just gave me an error, probably because it couldn't. So what happens is that when the NPC disappears, this one here, this one here. When the NPC disappears, it enables the 2 scripts that are inside the door. So what we should do is we should take that, and instead we should add that to our respawn, NPC respawn. NPC respawn script. And then when it spawns it in, it can say game.workspace. It's a game.workspace .npc .zombie door .a .enabled equals true, just like that. So, and then that's going to change. We'll just have to change the wording when we use it in different areas. It just refers, the zombie door is just this. It activates. So I'm just kind of, there's 2 scripts in there, but that's why sometimes the NPC works and sometimes it doesn't. It activates when you touch it with the gun, and then it also activates if you don't have the gun in your hand. So I'm not too sure quite. I'll have to just write an if statement somewhere to figure that out. See, that's why sometimes it doesn't. It seems to be breaking the NPC. Well, there we go. It didn't give me an error that time. Now. Oh, and it's chasing the player. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, no. Oh, what? Oh, where did it spawn it? NPC shop worker. Yeah. City please. Okay, and now I need to figure out what that is. Shop worker part script line 5. Shop worker dot part. Line 5. No. Alright, well there's only one thing to do there. We need to name this is the pit player. And this one here is the hit bullet. And now let's figure out what that error is giving me here. So yeah, so look, hopefully you're looking forward to a little series like this. I think it'll be cool. We can change the NPCs around to whatever we want. You know, they can have a spawn rate, that kind of stuff. And then what I'm sort of thinking is that we'll make like a little community or something, and then that way it's sort of lively. There's sort of NPCs that are kind of, you know, they're doing, NPCs kind of do stuff and they sort of chase you around, and the world is almost kind of alive in that sense. Oh, oh, it found the bot. It found the bot. Oh, no, 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 no. It's fun because the gun sucks. So it's perfect. No ammo. Oh, man. Which one is that? Oh, you know what that one is? It's in here. It's those two scripts. So if I copy that, and then we'll take these two out here, and we'll delete that, perfect. And then we'll paste it in there. Because the NPC that's on the map has the new scripts, and the NPC that's in the storage that spawns after doesn't have the new scripts. Alright, so we'll save this to Roblox, because we're going to upload this eventually. But that's basically what this is, just kind of trying to develop something that's a little more, you know, because the games that I've developed so far are great, but I haven't really introduced much of the NPCs. Oh, it broke it. Yet. So I kind of just wanted to sort of play around with the code, just sort of play around with the NPCs and see what we can do. Try and make something different. Something different and something fun. Because I know that's what's missing too in a lot of these games is that interaction. Whoa. Oh yeah, I got him. See, and sometimes it fires from where the gun is pointed. So if you're running and you shoot, you're gonna shoot down. So when you stop and you fire, it fires straight like that. That's neat. And then we can do stuff like we can shoot, you know, objects is it's a little different. Because it has a velocity, so it doesn't spawn into the world until it's a certain step far away from the... Oh my goodness. Maybe the window needs to be thicker. You know, maybe it just needs to be just a little bit thicker. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Cool. So, I hope you're looking forward to it. Like the first video we will start with, like I said, we'll make the weapons and we'll get it working. This is just kind of an overview. I just wanted to just do an overview of just of the, and then we'll get that one there. I think get rid of that just to go over the combat system, show it off, so you can see there's something. There's going to be fruit at the end of this. It's not just going to be a bunch of videos and not much else. What I like is I'm just putting the concept out, right? So if you're building a game and you see something and you like it, or you're not too sure, sometimes it's easier when you're able to see a concept of something and go, yeah, that's neat. I think I can adapt. I think I can do something with that. And that is one of the best things about. So there we go. So we can do that. So now I should be able to shoot out those two windows as well. Oh yeah, no problem. There we go. Get the money. Run. Yeah. Right? Uh-oh, we gotta get past the sentries. Oh boy. See, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Ah. Go, 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 go. Let's get to the helicopter. Fly away. Right? Simple, simple, simple. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Just an overview of an upcoming combat system where we will build a gun and we will design an NPC which we can shoot at, and a couple of other objects that are going to help us along the way. And hopefully with that, you'll be able to design a full game. Probably. We can develop on that. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.